Hello. In this recording, we are going to learn a little bit more about calendars in Moodle and also how to export and import a calendar from Google into Moodle. So let's begin. We are logged in. Let's take a look at how calendars actually work in Moodle, because they will save you a lot of time. And you won't need to go to an outside source like Google to create a calendar if you fully understand how the calendar block within Moodle works. So let's click on Auburn High School, Faculty, and we're going to use Miss Wilkinson's Moodle page as an example. She's done an excellent job setting it up, and I think has a really good example of a calendar. Going into her German 101 class, and you can see here she is using a weekly outline, which is fantastic because this is what Moodle is for. Here are the assignments the students have, the resources they need to look at. These are Adobe or PDF uploads. She has a website for them to go to here. This is where they would turn in their work. And this is what's really great about Moodle. Not only can your students and their parents look at your weekly outline and know from week to week or even day to day. Notice that Ms. Wilkinson has this set up from August 10th just to August 12th. And down here, August 15th to August 19th. So it doesn't have to necessarily be week to week. It could be day to day or 2 days or however you want to set that up in your Moodle page. But then when you have assignments that are due or a test, put that right here. This is your calendar. This center section, this is your calendar. But if you're wanting something like this calendar over here, notice that when you make an assignment due, and let's go in and let's just look, for example, at the German alphabet recording. This is where she has students turning something into her. We can click on that and notice that the due date that she set is August 16th. So if we go back and look at her calendar, on August 16th, you can see there is that assignment right there. Now, Ms. Wilkinson did not have to type that assignment over here and then over in the calendar. What happens within Moodle is when you set up a date for something to be due, and you do that when you're first setting it up. Of course, you can go back and edit, and that is not where I want to be, so let's go back. You can always go back and edit, but when you make an assignment due on a certain date, it will automatically, and again, I didn't do what I wanted to do, it will automatically add that assignment to your Moodle calendar. So right here, for due date, the due date, when you set a due date for the assignment that you're giving your students, it will automatically populate into your Moodle calendar. So there's no need to use an outside calendar like Google unless you just want to do twice the work. Because if you're going to put your assignments here, which is a weekly calendar, and when you do that, it will automatically put them into the block calendar, then going out to an outside calendar source like Google or Outlook is just doubling your work. However, there are several of you that have asked, how can we do this? So I am going to show you how you can embed a Google Calendar onto Moodle. Once you have opened up your Google site and accessed your Google Calendar, you can see here's my personal calendar where I have a lot of webinars. Every single one of these colors are online webinars that can be attended. Okay, if we would like to export a Google Calendar into our Moodle calendar, embed it into Moodle. We'll need to go to Calendar Settings, Calendars, and then we will click on the calendar that we wish to share, for instance, Classroom 2.0. Then all we need to do is copy the embed code, go back to our course page. We're going to add an HTML block. Edit the HTML block. Let's make this larger. And we will click on the HTML code, and now we will simply paste our code in. Now, remember this is the block, so we need to actually make this smaller or it won't fit within our block space. So I'm going to change this 800 to 200, and I'm just going to make it an even square, a 200 by 200. And now we're going to minimize and go down and save changes. When we look, and I will need to refresh the page so that it understands what we did. And now there is our Google Calendar. If you wanted to move your Google Calendar up, you just click on the move button and you can move it here, 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 or here. You just click where you want that calendar to be. And that's all. If you have questions about calendars in Google, please come see Miss Robertson or Miss Donaldson. We'll be more than happy to assist you. Thank you.